The organizational changes that are going to happen when we put media, data, and engineers with creatives.
Yes.
That's what will change the internet, because only when those people learn the rhythm of working together are they going to be able to be in position to look at the possible differently.
Right.
Technologists that know what could happen will have as big an impact on the experience as the designer.
Yes. Because I am finding that designers know how to code.
Yeah.
And coders know how to design.
Right.
And when we're looking for the new type of creative now, they're multidisciplinary, which I think is quite exceptional.
So, for example, when Bill Bernbach put art directors and writers together, look at the impact that had on the ad experience. Similarly, that's what will happen now.
Yes.
So that's what makes me excited.
Do you think brands are understanding the essence of the importance of data from a creativity perspective, though, David?
I don't think they do yet, because I don't think we have the people that have been able to easily interpret the data in a way that makes the creative process better.
Right. We might just stop here for a bit and just have a chat, I think, about... I want to know more about the essence of branding, because I want to tap into your experience on that as well, because what I'm finding at the moment is that I think it's all about brand experience, not brand advertising. And all these new platforms that we have the ability right now to actually create brand advocacy as opposed to just brand awareness, which is what traditional advertising has done. What do you think about that?
So, I think the connection, the fundamental connection between brands and people is not going to change. And the fundamental connection, if you go all the way back to the early artisans, is about trust.
Right.
So if I was selling you a piece of pottery with my mark on the bottom, you knew that my mark stood for something. The way I fired it, it would stand up. It had a certain kind of shape. Fundamentally, that hasn't changed. That mark that signaled my pot sitting on the street was the same, but the way that we experience it is different, right? And the responsibility of brands is so much more complex. You know, for example, the whole values thing now.
Yeah.
What are the values, and does the brand live the values? And before.
Right.
How well does the brand surprise me with new and unique that's consistent with its DNA? We didn't have that kind of thing. We didn't have to have that kind of thing. And brand experience is branding, because it's the expression not only of that trust, but of the DNA, the CSR, of everything else about it.
Yeah. Do you think that, you know, it's 60 years of creativity is being celebrated here in Cannes? Is there any work that you've seen that sort of tells you that creativity is alive and well? Have you got to see any of the work while you've been here?
Yeah, what I'm seeing is the beauty of Cannes now celebrating everything. When we were coming out, my old colleagues from Weber Shandwick, the world's biggest PR office, have 23 people here. Now, who would have thought that public relations agencies would have 23 creative directors in Cannes? Interesting. The content and the brand experience and everything that they do in the earned sector is a part of branding. But thank God that Cannes has moved to accept all the new forms and to celebrate the whole thing. You know, it wasn't that long ago, it was press and TV, period, full stop. Yeah. And if you were a suit, you didn't even need to get here till Friday to go to the dinner Friday night to see the TV reel.
Right. What's the best piece of career advice you've been given?
Best piece of career advice is, don't take yourself seriously. Take the business seriously, take the people seriously, but don't take yourself seriously.
It's absolutely brilliant. David Bell, you're my hero. This has been the best interview I've done ever. This has been an absolute delight for me and a rocking treat. Thank you, man.
Thanks, baby.